Today, I'm going to be giving you all an update on the channel, okay? It looks like we are ramping up into another big Korean drama season. But you've also probably noticed that on the channel, I have started an American show called 𝘼𝘈𝙈. This is a show from Vince Gilligan, the creator of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. And you'll probably see this happening for the rest of the life of the channel, because I've noticed that it is not possible for me to rely completely on Korean dramas. I know I could like mix in a bunch of K-pop and like, yeah, I'll do K-pop from time to time, but if I'm just being completely honest with you, there's not really any music that I love so much that that's all I want to do is listen to music. It's not a K-pop thing, it's just a music thing. I love stories that are told through like dramas or through anime or through whatever, you know what I mean? I love watching stories. That's what I really like. Do I like music? From time to time, yeah, I'll check out big songs and I'm sure I'll enjoy them, but I don't really go out of my way to like listen to music all the time. I just don't do that. So yeah, I'll continue to do K-pop reactions from time to time, but it can't be the focus of the channel. And so I can't have this channel just be focused on K-pop and Korean dramas. Instead, it's got to branch out. It's going to be more of a general like live action reacts and, you know, sometimes music channel. Okay. You're going to see 𝘼𝘈𝙈. You're going to see Fallout. The second season of that is coming in December. And then next year, I'm going to be checking out shows like 𝘼𝘈𝙈 and hopefully a bunch of others. I have seen a bunch of Western shows, you know, like American TV shows. So there's going to be a lot that obviously I'm probably not going to be watching on this channel because I'm not a big fan of doing the whole rewatch, right? Maybe I could rewatch a show like 10 years later. Like honestly, Breaking Bad, I could totally rewatch. I have not watched it since it finished. Like that was the last time I watched an episode of Breaking Bad. So it's been quite a while. And I never watched the El Camino movie either. But regardless, I just want to let you know that this isn't going to change the fact that I watch K-dramas on the channel, okay? I'm still watching K-dramas over on Patreon. We're doing at least 2 at a time, sometimes more. Like for example, Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha is uploading, and I'm also starting Vincenzo, and then of course we've got Dear X. So technically I'm doing 3 at a time. Now I'll finish Home Cha in maybe a week or 2, and then it'll only be 2 shows that I'm watching. But I'm sure that another show's coming in December that'll end up turning that to 3 shows. You know what I mean? And we'll keep doing that over on Patreon, 2 to 3 K-dramas at a time. Culinary Class Wars Season 2 also coming in December. So keep that in mind. But yeah, that's right. I am going to be watching Dear X. I'm posting the first episode tomorrow. I hope you enjoy that. I enjoyed the first episode. I'm going to watch episodes 2, 3, and 4 today because first episode was just giving me big The Glory vibes. By the way, if you like The Glory and you like Dear X, if you like Dear X, you'll like The Glory. And if you already like The Glory, check out my reactions to The Glory. It's literally the first reactions I ever did for K-dramas. Not the first K-drama I ever watched. I watched like 4 or 5 before I ever did reactions, but it's the first one I reacted to. And man, I am so glad I did. It's still within my like top 3 K-dramas ever. I loved The Glory. But I loved Dear X. That was an amazing first episode. Can't wait to watch more. So that's coming to the channel. We will be uploading Goblin soon on the channel. So you can expect Dear X reactions over the coming days. And then soon we will also start Goblin. So you'll be getting Goblin and Dear X through, you know, Dear X until it ends, which is at the start of December, and then Goblin throughout the rest of the time until it's done. And this also brings me to another thing I wanted to address. I stop shows on the channel. I don't finish them. That only happens because you guys, the people watching the videos, kind of stop watching the shows. Now, it's not all of you. Obviously, there are people that watch. Like, we can still get like maybe 2,000-ish views on shows. So like there's still like maybe 2,000 of you, probably closer to like 1,500 if I looked at the unique viewers that are actually watching the shows. And I appreciate it. Like, believe me, I really do. It's just hard for me to like justify the amount of money that I'm paying to an editor to edit these videos. You got to understand that, like, for example, a show like Crash Landing on You, and I even said this to somebody recently. Let me actually look at my comment. So I actually like replied to somebody. And I told them, I told them this because they were asking about 𝘼𝘿𝙈 reactions. Okay. And this is my exact comment. Okay. It was on 𝘼𝘿𝙈 episode 2 reaction. Somebody commented, please upload 𝘼𝘿𝙈 reaction episode 9. And I said, yeah, probably not going to happen. Support for my reactions to the show got worse and worse with every upload. And this tends to happen with all shows, not like old shows or new shows, just all shows in general. As the show goes on, typically the views start to drop. Sometimes they'll kind of raise, like ebbs and flows, depending on how the series goes. Look at the views on my Crash Landing on You reactions and my 𝘼𝘿𝙈 reactions, and you'll understand what I mean. I decided to finish Crash Landing on You despite paying like $1,500 to get it edited. You got to understand, these reactions are super long. A show that has 90-minute episodes, which by the way, Vincenzo, kind of like similar. That's going to suck having to pay to get that edited because it's 20 episodes and it's probably not going to get all 20 done because eventually you guys are going to not really want to watch the episode reactions and then it's going to fall off in views and I'm going to stop uploading it. I'm sorry. This is me being cynical and also kind of realistic about what's likely to happen, okay? I'm not super optimistic as a person. But like literally I have to pay an editor about $100 to edit one of these reactions because it's so long, it takes so much time to do. So there's 16 episodes. So actually, I probably did wrong on the math. It's probably closer to $1,600, not $1,500. But despite paying like $1,500 to get it edited and maybe gaining 150 new subs, if I did the math and I went through each and every one of them, maybe I gained more than 150. Maybe I gained like 200, 250 subs in total. That's max. I highly doubt it's more than 250 subs and making like $100 at most. $100 at most is likely what I made on YouTube. Now, obviously, I make money on Patreon because I do the full reactions. People want to see those. And so that's what allows me to, even in that moment, knowing I'm going to lose like $1,500, I'll still put the videos out. Maybe I'm usually kind of torn on that and I kind of don't want to. But no matter what, if I'm paying an editor $100 to edit a video, I'm not making $100 back on that video. It never happens. Like the only time I've ever even got remotely close to making back the money is with a show like When Life Gives You Tangerines, a show that absolutely pops off and becomes like a damn near cultural phenomenon that everyone talks about for the whole year. Lovely Runner, another example of that, right? Shows that just are so massive. Those are the only ones where I ever really like make the money back on YouTube. But yeah, I take the risk and I try these new shows. When reactions to shows don't perform well, there's literally no incentive to post them. I only post reactions so that way you guys can enjoy the reactions because you enjoy my reactions. I reach a new audience, gain new subs, and make some money back. That's it. I make the videos for you. I hope to reach new audience, gain new subs, and maybe make some of the money back because I have to pay to get them edited. I attempt shows to see if there's support for them, and often episode 1 is very well supported, but as it goes on, it's always the same. And that's generally true. Episode 1 is usually the most watched of all the things. Check all of my reactions for any of the shows you see on the channel. You'll notice episode 1 is the most watched because when you search blah, blah, blah reaction, when you search When Life Gives You Tangerines reaction, now that's maybe not the best example because it did have some crazy ones later on, but like most of the shows that you search up, right? Love Next Door, Lovely Runner, a lot of them. The first one that pops up is episode 1. It's also the one that's been around the longest. It's the one that while the show was going on, people watched the most because it was the first one. I have an established K-drama audience. I am working on branching out, and that's why I'm reacting to 𝘼𝘿𝙈, which is kind of what I mentioned earlier, because I am seeing that limiting myself to K-dramas only means that there's a ceiling on growth for the channel and its community. I want this channel to grow. I want the community to grow. I don't understand why I would not want to see this grow. No one has a company, no one has a business, no one has anything that they don't want to see grow further, right? If you have a kid, it's not like you don't want the kid to grow up. You know what I mean? All the time, you want to see growth. And so, yeah, I want the channel to grow. Going forward with K-dramas, I am very likely to only post currently airing shows, and maybe if the show is huge, it will make people interested in reactions to shows that actors in it previously worked on. Example, When Life Gives You Tangerines did well. So, My Mister, which had IU in it, also performed really well. And that was on the heels of When Life Gives You Tangerines. And same thing with Reply 1988, Park Bo-gum, same situation, right? But also those two are critically acclaimed shows. Like those are like big Korean dramas. Now, I'm still gonna take the risk on Goblin and I'm probably just gonna finish it and take the L on the money and just whatever, right? If you wanna support a little bit more, you can always join the Patreon. $8 is what it costs to join the non-anime reactions, which is just everything that's not anime. It includes all the K-dramas. It includes reactions to like cartoons, if I watch any of those, like for example, like 𝘼𝘿𝙈. And it also includes just like the Western shows. So my reaction to like Shogun, my reaction to Fallout, and my reaction to 𝘼𝘿𝙈, and then anything else in the future that are non-anime reactions. So if you want to support, you can always join that and then check out those reactions if that's what you're interested in. But basically, I'm making this video to let you all know that I'm probably not going to finish Mr. Queen on YouTube. If you look at my analytics for Mr. Queen, well, they're not good. You'll see that they're just, yeah, episode 1, like I said, almost 22,000 views. And then it just massively falls off to episode 2. That's got like 10K views. And then 8K views. And like, these are fine. Like if I'm getting that many views, great. Even around like 5,000, 6,000, I'll take it. Even though I know for, like, these aren't good analytics. It makes $15. I paid a lot more than $15 to get it done. I only gained 5 new subscribers, but like, I'll take the L. It's okay. But then it's just gonna continue falling off, right? 5,000 all the way down to 4,300. Next episode, what, 2 days later, boom, that's not even close. And then falls off even more down to 3,700. You know, that is 6 days later, but you know, it's like, it keeps on falling. And then it stays around like, you know, around 3K here, boop, boop. And then, you know, 3 days later, it can't even get up that high. And by then it's just like, what am I still doing this for, right? These analytics here, if you look at episode 12, the last one made $5. It got 6 new subs and stuff, but it just doesn't have the support. The show doesn't have the support. And this is the same with any of these shows that I end up dropping. 𝘼𝘿𝙈, same situation, right? 9 to 5, 4.4, 3, 3, 2.3, 2.1, 2.4. And sure, it comes back up for this, but again, just the analytics are not great. And this show is from August, and these are the stats, right? Crash Landing on You is much more recent, and its numbers are actually better through the first like 8 episodes. Admittedly, episode 8 is like a little busted. We accidentally uploaded like a chopped version that kind of came out bad. That's why there's a private version with 900 views, 14 minutes long, and then we had to put out like the actual one. So the views on that are a little worse, but like 2,200 views on the episode of 𝘼𝘿𝙈. By the time we hit episode 7, we're at 2,800, probably close to the same thing, around 2,800, because we go 2,800, 2,800 here, 31, 27, like, so like, it just is doing better than 𝘼𝘿𝙈 did. And there's other shows that I've dropped on the channel, and it's literally for the same reasons. People just aren't really watching them. Alchemy of Souls was the first one I did this with, where I just kind of stopped watching it. And you see the same sort of trend in analytics. It all just like kind of goes downhill. Now, episode 12 currently has 3,300 views. The reason why I didn't upload another episode is because while I was watching the show a year ago, you know, when I was uploading them, this couldn't even reach 2,000 views. I think it was like 1,800. And like, it was 1,800 after a week. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna upload more. And that just kind of is what it is. So if you're wondering why, Joe, why do you keep on stopping these uploads? Why don't you upload more? It's just because support for it amongst the community is not really there. The support kind of dies out. And when the support dies out, it just doesn't make sense for me to continue uploading them. Now, these shows, I do finish them all over on Patreon. In fact, they don't even come over to YouTube until I'm deeper into the show or finished with it, right? So, for example, all of these shows that I've said so far are all done on Patreon. I've watched them all, right? And 𝘼𝘿𝑈, I'll be ahead of 𝘼𝘿𝑈 on Patreon. I'll be ahead of Vincenzo, which we're just starting. Whenever we start that on YouTube, I'll have already finished it on Patreon. And same thing goes with Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, which I've already finished or getting close to finishing on Patreon. And then, you know, we're going to upload Goblin soon on the channel. And that is something that's already finished on Patreon. So yeah, I do end up finishing the shows. So if you're ever like, oh, Joe, you don't even like the show, you're wrong. You're just wrong. I did like the show. That's why I watched the show and I finished the show. I just didn't finish it on YouTube because, again, there's no real incentive to do so. Aside from you all would enjoy the reactions, and I would love to put out content that you enjoy. You know, I know you all enjoy my reactions, and I really do appreciate it, genuinely. It's just kind of hard to lose all that money. You know what I mean? I got bills to pay. Inflation exists. I got editors to pay for. It's tough. So listen, support me on the reactions. I know that you all are going to support me way more when it's a currently airing show because there's a lot more hype around it. We're also going to get more tourists, which is what I tend to call the people that are just discovering my channel and watching my reactions for a specific show, and then they leave. And then they're tourists. They're not here to stick around. They're not moving in. They're not joining the community. They're tourists. So they get a hotel room for the duration of the show. They watch my reactions, and then they go back to where they're from. If you all enjoy the reactions, try liking the videos and leaving comments. I think likes are a clear indicator of how much a show is liked, right? That's another thing that like Crash Landing on You had over Hotel Del Luna, for example. The videos were getting more likes, which means more people were interacting with it, which also helps the video perform better, by the way. When it's getting more likes and more comments, YouTube is seeing that in that level of interaction, not just people clicking on the video, but people liking it and leaving comments. And then YouTube is going, oh, like the algorithm is going, oh, let's try and share that with more people that might be interested in this. And then maybe more people click on it and has more views and da-da-da-da. Okay, so likes and comments, they help a bunch. I don't know how many of you are still watching this update video by now, but just know that Dear X is coming. Just know that we will be watching Culinary Class War Season 2 at the end of the year during December. We're watching Fallout when that comes out. We're currently watching Pluribus, and we will also be bringing Goblin over to YouTube soon. Okay, hopefully there's a lot more shows. Next year, you're going to see more like Western style shows, you know, more like Hollywood shows, American shows like Euphoria and probably a bunch of others. I really want to watch. There's so many shows I want to watch. Okay. And we're also going to continue with the K-dramas, of course. I actually genuinely really like K-dramas. Like, no bullshit, in my top shows ever of all time, of all shows, not just K-dramas. There are K-dramas. So, hope you enjoy the reactions. I hope this was a good update video, and I hope I didn't miss something. I feel like I talked about everything that I wanted to talk about. I appreciate you all. And that's it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Hopefully there's a show that you all want to see soon that I will be watching. And I should let you know, there are a bunch of shows on my radar that I plan to watch, as long as obviously they do well. Like, for example, I've been thinking about this show that's coming soon in December called The Prince of Confession. Hopefully that's good. I was planning to watch Can This Love Be Translated this year. I don't know when that's coming out. They're saying January now, but that's one that I plan to watch. And when we watch Can This Love Be Translated, I will take advantage of the fact that I've already watched Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, and I will be uploading those reactions at the same time to hopefully, you know, they feed off of each other. We'll see. And there's a bunch of other ones, man. Made in Korea, Show Business, Remarried Empress, Delusion. I want to watch Bloodhounds before season 2 comes. Human from Today, Boyfriend on Demand, The Wife of the 21st Century Prince, and then so many others that I plan to watch. Hopefully, as long as you all, as long as fans of K-dramas are watching them. Okay? That's it. Till next time. Make sure you all keep it fresh. Peace.